Just as I hit post, the conference room door was thrown open again. You're finished. The door crashed open, and Noah Cross stood in the frame, chest heaving, his face a grotesque mask of rage and panic. Behind him, two men in black suits loomed, broad-shouldered, expressionless, their eyes scanning the room like predators. I tensed, clutching my phone tighter, the blinking recording icon a tiny lifeline in my bloodied hand. Thought you could ruin me with a little video? Cross snarled, spit flying from his lips. You have no idea who you're dealing with, Lana. I don't just own this company, I own people. Connections. You think a viral post will take me down? It'll be buried before lunch. And you'll disappear. The two suits stepped forward, their shoes clicking loudly on the linoleum. Lily screamed, scrambling behind a chair. I pushed myself back against the wall, my ribs screaming in protest, but I didn't look away from Cross. You can't silence everyone, I said, my voice hoarse but steady. The video's already out. Hundreds of people have seen it. Thousands will by the hour. Cross laughed, a cold, bitter sound. People forget, Lana. They move on to the next trending hashtag. But you'll be a cautionary tale. A nobody who thought she could take on a giant and got crushed. He nodded at the suits. Take her phone, and get her out of here. Make sure no one sees her leave. The closer suit reached for my phone. I dodged, slamming my elbow into his ribs. He grunted, stumbling back, and the second one lunged. I rolled under his grasp, crashing into a table. My phone skittered across the floor, the screen cracking, but the recording didn't stop. I'd set it to continue even if the screen went black. Grab her, Cross shouted. I scrambled for the phone, but the first suit was on me, his hands wrapping around my arms. His grip was iron, pressing into my bruises. I kicked and screamed, but he dragged me toward the door. Lily ran forward, trying to pull his arm away. Let her go! Someone help! No one came. Through the glass walls, I saw my colleagues, Kevin, the junior reps, even the receptionist Chloe, standing frozen, their faces pale. They watched as I was hauled out of the conference room, my feet scraping the floor, blood dripping from my forehead onto the carpet. Cross followed behind, adjusting his tie. Clean this mess up, he told Lily, his voice cold. And if you say a word about this to anyone, you'll end up just like her. Lily shrank back, tears streaming down her face. The suits dragged me through the office, past cubicles and empty desks. The few employees still there ducked their heads, avoiding eye contact. Cowards. All of them. We exited through the back door, into a narrow alley. A black SUV was parked there, its engine running. The suit opened the back door, shoving me inside. I landed hard on the floor, my head hitting the metal frame. The door slammed shut, plunging me into darkness. I heard Cross get into the front seat, then the car pulled away, tires screeching. Where are you taking me? I shouted, pushing myself up. The interior was pitch black, but I could feel the cold metal of the seats and the rough carpet under my hands. No answer. Cross didn't even acknowledge me. The car drove for what felt like hours, weaving through city streets then onto a highway. I tried to keep track of the turns, but the darkness and the pain in my head made it impossible. Finally, the car slowed, then stopped. The door opened, and sunlight flooded in, making me squint. The suits pulled me out, shoving me toward a rundown warehouse. The walls were covered in graffiti, the windows broken and boarded up. The air smelled like rust and gasoline. Inside, one of the suits said, pushing me through the front door. The warehouse was empty, save for a few metal shelves stacked with old boxes. Cross stood in the center, his back to me. He turned as I stumbled in. You should have taken the $1,000, Lana, he said, his voice quieter now, but no less menacing. You should have kept your head down and done your job, but you had to be greedy. You had to challenge me.
Click the link in my bio to get the full story for free.